is Dina, and I am going to show you one of my favorite products, and I'm just really passionate about the Trifle bowl because I think it's the world's best salad bowl. A lot of times you throw away a lot of salad, and this is a high value product for me because it reminds me to eat more salad because it's clear, it's in my refrigerator. I like that it has nice straight sides instead of slanted sides because it takes up less room. It also has its own lid, so instead of having to wrap the leftover salad, now I just pop the lid on it, and the lid can come on and off so that you get into it and you eat more salad. So I love the fact that our Trifle bowl has the detachable stand so that this part can just go in the refrigerator and it's not topsy-turvy or anything in the refrigerator. So that's the practical side. I did a little science project for you, and I got a bunch of bags of bag salad, and I put bag salad in the Trifle bowl, one in a plastic bowl and one in a metal bowl. And then I kind of watched them in my downstairs refrigerator, and one that I left in the plastic bag that it came in. Probably no surprise to you, the one that was in the metal bowl, it went like in a couple of days. Because salad does not like metal. If you cut salad with a knife, it gets rusty on the edge. And that's just kind of a fact of the chemical nature of salad and metal together. So it'll only last 1 or 2 days if you put it in a metal bowl. The next thing was the plastic bag. And it didn't matter if it was in the plastic bowl or the plastic bag. That, lasted a little bit longer than the metal, but really less than a week it was bad. But when you put salad in glass, it keeps it nice and fresh and crispy, and it lasted a week and a half. So it lasted a full week longer than the plastic, and about a week and a half longer than the metal. And so if you're tired of throwing away a bunch of lettuce, you're going to see the value of the practical side of the Trifle bowl. But it's more than just, practical. It's also what I call a decorator item or a fluffy item. And I saw this on Pinterest, and this is my little version of it. In fact, I have over 400 different ideas for you on Pinterest for the Trifle bowl. It really is one of the most versatile things you can put in your kitchen or in your home. So we did a cute little spring thing with a little bird, and I'm going to move this stand back here out of the way, and we're actually going to build a mint chocolate hot fudge Oreo trifle today for St. Patrick's Day. So we're going to put this out of the way, and we are going to do a trifle. And I really think the definition of trifle is spectacular looking dessert that's really easy. I don't think you'll find that in the dictionary, but in Dina's world, that's what it should be called. And so I've got my little bowl here, and basically you're going to be building layers. I'm going to give you a recipe, but really anything goes that you think sounds interesting to you. In fact, if you really wanted to take the easy way out, you could just do Lucky Charms in the Trifle bowl and put it out for your kids and put milk in there, and they all eat out of it, and they would feel like they had a little bit of fun on St. Patrick's Day. I actually saw the Lucky Charms built as a trifle, but I wasn't quite sure how that was going to taste. So anyhow, just a fun, simple idea. You could always just take the little marshmallows out and put it on the top too if you wanted to, and then it would be just like Cheerios left. So that's just kind of a fun little idea. And so we're just going to start with a layer right here. And this is cream cheese instant vanilla pudding and cool it. So we're just going to put this layer down.
With pudding? It's not on here.
Instant pudding. Well, as I said, this is just a guideline. A lot of people like to go home with a recipe. And then what we're going to do is we're going to do a layer of Oreos. And this is actually a dessert that you can just make the night before and have in the refrigerator. Or it's my panic dessert. And that's when people show up unexpectedly and I want to serve dessert. I usually have an angel fruit cake or brownie bites or pound cake or something like that in the freezer, and a tub of Cool Whip and a couple of cans of pie cherries in the pantry. And I can make a trifle in less than 5 minutes. And so it looks spectacular, but it's really, really quick. So if you wanted to, you could be using the brownies and then be brushing like cream to menthe on them. So we have this layer here, and then the next layer that we have is, let's do this one. These are like a pudding cup. You know, I went ahead and did the cook and serve pudding because that's what I had in my house. But you could actually just buy pudding cups. And so I think the secret to a good mint chip brownie trifle is not having too much mint. And so this is just chocolate right here. So we have another layer right there. So the pudding cups, you know, again, that might be something you have in the house. So you kind of have to think, what does my family really like that I can keep, you know, just on hand for your panic desserts. So these are the little prep bowls. They're 1 cup. They're sold in a set of 6. And they are handy. Again, they're the same oven-safe glass that the Trifle bowl is. Okay, so now we're going to have a layer of our brownies. And again, you can just buy brownie bites if you don't want to make the homemade brownies. But if you have leftovers that have maybe gotten a little crunchy, remember if you put this overnight, it's going to absorb some of the moisture, and so then they're going to be great, right? Even if you overbake them, they're still going to be really good. So we've got our layer of brownies right here, and the next layer that we're going to put down is the thin mint cookies. And I've just taken the Girl Scout cookies. These are just fudge and mint cookies right here. And I put them in a manual push processor and twist them up. And this is great for salsa as well. I'm going to put a layer of that in there. And then we're going to do another layer of our cream cheese and Cool Whip mixture, the pudding. And you kind of just want to have the different colors going on the side here. So really, really easy. And depending on how many people you're going to want to feed, you know, you can do fewer or more layers as necessary. So this will feed about 16 people. It really is a rich dessert, and it goes a long way. So we've got that in there, we're tucking that in, and I'll make sure to give you a connection to my Pinterest site so you can have all those different ideas. Okay, so we've got that. Now we're going to do another layer of the brownies right here, and just kind of toss those in there. And then the next layer we're going to have is the little thin mint patties, or you could do Andes mints. And so we're just going to do that as a layer right here. And then we're going to finish with our chocolate ganache layer. So I've just taken a pair of scissors and just cut through the mint patties. I found that that was the easiest way to get them in smaller pieces, and if you wanted to have them even smaller, just like herbs, just put them in a small container and knit down on them. So now we're going to sprinkle in some of these mint candies right here, and then we are going to finish with our chocolate ganache. And how to make a really easy chocolate ganache like this is to just melt chocolate chips with sweetened condensed milk, and then you add some whipping cream to it. So it gets to a nice consistency, and it'll make a beautiful ganache for frosting cakes or finishing your trifle. Just really easy. And it's 1 can of sweetened condensed milk with 1 cup of chocolate chips. And then it usually has about 1/3 of a cup of whipped cream. And again, it's just whatever consistency you want with it. So that's going to finish the top, and we are going to add a little bit of green decorator sugar to the top of it, and then put a shamrock on the top that we make out of hearts. So we could add the rest of the thin mint right there in the middle. So it's, you know, whatever you feel like. There's no real rules. And I have some decorator sugar. I'm just gonna kind of put that in there, right here. We're gonna unwrap 3 Dove chocolate hearts to make our clover, and just kind of put those next to each other. And I've cut a little stem out of the thin mint with the scissors. And this just couldn't be easier. Can anybody see themselves doing this? Or a different variation?
Or having Jenny do it.
Amen to that.
There we go.
Okay.
So
Very nice.
there is our mint brownie hot fudge Oreo
it's
trifle. And we're just going to chill this for a little bit in the refrigerator, and we're going to go on and make our next 2 recipes.